Hi, welcome to Millikin University Volleyball's virtual tour of our campus. Because of the coronavirus outbreak, our admissions office is trying to cut down on travel, so they're not allowing people to come in or off campus until April 1st. So we really want you as a recruit, so we've made this video to kind of show you some highlights of our campus until you can visit after things open back up. So right behind me is Schilling Hall. Schilling Hall is kind of the centerpiece of campus. You can see the clock tower. It's a Millikin tradition that seniors get to go to the top of the clock tower and autograph the inside of the walls. And until your senior year, you're not allowed in the clock tower. Also, you see we have a statue of Abraham Lincoln right here in front of campus because he gave a speech from this spot. We're standing here right now on Main Street, which is kind of the front end of campus. And just to give you a little perspective, this is Perkinson Music Hall. And then behind it, you'll see the Silver Dome, and that's the Science Building, which we've talked about. And in between Perkinson and the Science Dome, you'll see Tabor School of Business is in between. And then right here is the UC, the University Commons. It's kind of the centerpiece for students on campus. And then of course you have Schilling Hall. And just past Schilling Hall, you can see Blackburn Hall, which is a female-only dorm. This is the backside of Schilling Hall. This is one of my favorite places on campus. I really love the architecture that we have here. All the buildings are so beautiful, but this particular place right here, you can see all the turrets and the back of the clock tower and the tile roofs and the stained glass windows. I just think this really shows the beauty of our campus at this location. This is Mr. Big Bronze Man on campus. He's actually reading a science book right now, learning all about the coronavirus. I won't tell you any more about that. I just wanted you to meet our intellectual man on campus. We're at one of the corners of campus. This is typically a beautiful garden. Millikin in the spring, summer, and fall has beautiful gardens all over campus. This video just happens to be taking place in the winter when there aren't any gardens. But behind us you can see Perkinson Music Gallery. On the inside of Perkinson, there are some of my favorite places on campus. We're going to take a couple still shots and show you those. This is Gorin Hall. It's actually now the Office of Admission and the Registrar's Office. And you can see that it used to be the library before we opened a new library. It also has a museum on the 3rd floor, which is kind of interesting. So when the virus scare ends and you're able to visit campus, this is going to be where you start your admission visit. Behind me is the University Commons. It is the student center. The cafeteria is here, and many think tanks. It's rooms that students can meet in to study together with glass walls all the way around so that their conversation doesn't interfere with the rest of the people studying in the library, which is also housed here. It's really an amazing facility. We're here inside the University Commons. At Millikin, everything is an acronym, so they call this the UC. And I talked to you previously about flex dollars and different places that you could use them. One of the places is here at our coffee shop that has Starbucks products and Starbucks orders. And then we're going to look around the building and you'll see some of the various parts of the inside of the UC. You're going to see the cafeteria. You'll see the various think tanks and student study areas where students can work in small groups and study together without interfering with the rest of the library processes. This is one of my favorite rooms. It's called the Think Tank. It's here in the UC. This is a place where students can study together. I love this wall. The entire wall is a whiteboard, so they can put their notes up here. They have tutoring sessions in here. And they can just use this whiteboard to write anything that they want and study together. So there you have it. This is ADM Scoville. It is the home of the Tabor School of Business. When the campus first opened, it was the science building, but they kept the exterior walls and gutted the whole interior and built a state-of-the-art business center, and it's all done here. The building that we're in now is called ADM Scoville. It houses our Tabor School of Business. Millikin's platform is performance learning, as I've said, and the School of Business is so involved with performance learning. Our accounting students do taxes for Decatur's low-income population. Our finance and economics students are given $200,000 to invest by our Board of Trustees, invest in the stock market. Our management and entrepreneurship students actually run, I think it's up to 14 student-run ventures. We have the Blue Brew, which is a coffee shop downtown, the Blue Connection, which is an art gallery that also sells our students' artwork. We have our own book label, our own recording label, and those products are sold through our management and entrepreneurship students, and the list goes on and on. Behind me is the Lady Tabor Science Center. It houses our nursing majors as well as our pre-professional programs, pre-med, pre-physician assistant, pre-PT, pre-occupational therapy, pre-chiropractic, pre-optometry, pre-dentistry, and pre-pharmacy. It also hosts our biology majors, chemistry, and physics majors. And you can see at the top over here, we have our own astronomy tower that has an electronic telescope that on Wednesday nights, they open it up to the community of Decatur to come in and look at the stars through the telescope. And then over here, we have our own greenhouse. And they even grow some of the plants for the gardens on campus in the greenhouse.
And I am a professor in the biology department here at Millikin, and I'm also the faculty liaison for the volleyball team. So that means I just help the coaches and help support the students academically in any way that I can. So I'm standing here in the microbiology lab. This is one of our teaching labs, and one of the great things that we do here at Millikin is that we give every single student the opportunity to do a research project. So that means you're not just washing dishes for the faculty member or just one of a select few. Everyone will have a chance to do their own project, make it their own. We publish those, present them at conferences, and that's what really sets you apart when you're looking for a job or to go.
This is Kirkland Fine Arts Center. It houses our studio art major, which like drawing and painting are held here. Sculptures and ceramics is in another building. Also here we have a very large amphitheater. This is the new Department of Theater and Dance. It's a work in progress right now, as you can see by the construction zone, but it should be open this fall. So if you come here and you're here this fall, this building will be fully functional. When that building is done, behind it you can see the old gymnasium. The old gymnasium is going to come down, and that's where they're going to begin the construction of the new indoor athletic facility that we're going to have. This is West Town Square. It is the home of our exercise science department. We have a master's degree program in athletic training, a major in physical education, a major in sport and recreation management, and a major in exercise science that all take place here in this facility. We're here in the exercise science building, and this is the BOD pod, and it's a place where you go in with a swimming cap and a swimming suit on, and you can tell your body mass index, and it's just a way to measure that, figure out strength and conditioning programs for your body type. Here in the exercise science building, there's 3 of these little areas that are lounge areas for the students. So in between classes, you can see that they can come in here and, have lunch together, use the refrigerator, etc., so they don't have to go back to their dorm or apartment if they're in between classes. And there's 2 other little table meeting areas on this floor in this building. We're still here in the exercise science building. This particular area is for athletic training students. You see we have 2 training tables. They can practice their taping and diagnosing and things here. There's also a scale here, and there's also a cardio coach, and this has to do with testing for oxygen levels and VO2 max. Okay, we're still here in the exercise science pavilion. This area is a classroom for sport and recreation management students, and also for strength and conditioning and human physiology, and testing and like learning to be a personal trainer. This is not the university weight room, it's just a classroom setting. And if you look down here, this is a large area where they do teach yoga and do yoga for the campus community, and do spin classes for the campus community. But the students, performance learning is our platform, and the students are actually teaching these things to other students so that they can learn and perform what they're going to be doing for a living if they're going to be a personal trainer. All right, still in the exercise science pavilion, this is a lab for students to learn modalities and different treatments in athletic training. So this would be where they would do their lab experiences. This is not the athletic training room where the athletes actually come that are in sports, but this is the simulation lab where the students learn to do different treatments and modalities. There is a smart board here that the professors can do a variety of displays, just using it as a smart board for teaching purposes. We're standing here in front of the SAE house. Millikin has 4 fraternities and 3 sororities. About a third of the students on campus are actually Greek, and the other 2/3 aren't. So it's okay if you want to pledge, and it's okay if you don't. My dad was actually a Millikin alum, and he was an SAE here at Millikin. So this house opened when he was in college. 2 of our sorority houses are right here across the street from campus. First is the Pi Phi house, and then the Alpha Chi Omega house. And just beyond the Alpha Chi house is Fairview Park, and it's the entrance to a bike trail that it's a 20-mile long bike trail that is maintained by Decatur Park District. It's an awesome place to hike. It's through the woods the whole way. Awesome for photography, to see nature. It's really a beautiful park. This is the athletic department building. This is the building that houses all the coaches' offices for all of the outdoor sports. As you can see, this is another Millikin nugget. We're all about big blue spirit here, so you can see it in display. Once again, welcome to Millikin, where the sky is always big blue. We're at the Workman Family Softball Field. We used to have to go off campus to play softball here at Millikin, but our athletic director is all about the facilities, and so he built this state-of-the-art softball field. We think it's the best in the nation. It's fully turfed. The infield is turfed, the outfield is turfed. We never get rained out. It's really a beautiful facility, and that's what our athletic director plans to do with our new arena that we'll be competing in down the road. He's all about awesome facilities, and he's working to make a better indoor facility next. We have 2 batting cages outside. The dugouts are phenomenal. The stadium is great. There are balconies at the top of the stadium for people to have, like lunches and enjoy the game from up there. Obviously, our softball field has to be marked with the big blue M. I mean, we don't have a mascot, we are the big blue. So the big blue M is what we have. This is the Frank M. Lindsay football field. Both our football and our men's and women's soccer teams all compete here. We also have an 8-lane track that is top-notch as well. We told you that we had the best softball field in the country, but we also think we have the best baseball field in the country. This is Workman Family Baseball Field. It just opened this fall, and this spring we played our first game here. As we said before, our athletic director's strength is building facilities, and we've added 3 turf fields in his time here, which are amazing, and next is going to be the indoor facility. This is Griswold Physical Education Center. It's our indoor facility where we compete and practice. Hi, here we are in Griswold Gym. This is our practice and competition area, and you can see that Griswold Gym is very large. We're very blessed because every time we practice we get 3 full courts. Sometimes we divide up by position. We may put liberos and setters on one court, each having their own half. We may, and then put maybe outsides and right sides on one court and our middles on another. I'm really big on not having people standing in line waiting for a turn. And so by having this much space, we really get the option to spread out and everybody do their work at once, which is really a great asset. Also, because we carry a large roster, we want to give as many women as we can the opportunity to compete in this game and work their way up. And so we can also divide up by varsity and JV in here very easily. Varsity usually takes 2 courts because it's a little larger group, and JV takes 1 court. With our facility here at Griswold, we have room to divide up however we would like to and have all the space we need. We're here in the Decatur Indoor Sports Center. It's called the DISC because everything at Millikin is an acronym. So in the DISC, all of Millikin students have a membership to this. It's a full fitness facility. Millikin students can come in at 6 a.m. and they can stay until midnight if they want to. And people in the community can also buy memberships to the DISC. And so it's kind of a shared facility between Millikin and the Decatur Park District. And so after this, we're going to just take a few still shots and show you some of the various areas. We have a rock climbing wall, we have a 4-lane indoor track, we have 5 volleyball courts, and a whole variety of stuff. So we're just going to take shots and show you the different areas next. Okay, if you live in a dorm, you have a meal plan. The meal plan is going to give you meal swipes where you swipe your ID and it takes a meal away. And it's also going to give you Flex Dollars. Flex Dollars is like a debit card that you can use in various places around campus. All around here there's a variety of little restaurants, but the 2 that work on Flex Dollars is Domino's, which will deliver right to your dorm room if you want and come off your Flex, and also Subway. And then our platform is performance learning. University Dogs here is a hot dog restaurant right here on campus that was actually a business plan for some business students a few years back. And after they graduated, they actually put that business plan into use and created University Dogs, which is still thriving here on campus. This is Dolson Hall. Dolson Hall is a really nice dorm. It has big rooms, high ceilings, walk-in closets in every room. It has an attached bathroom. So in your suite, you'll have 1 other girl in your room, and then you'll have another attached room with 2 more girls, and the 4 of you will share 1 bathroom in Dolson Hall. Okay, this is Aston Hall. Aston Hall is all males, so you wouldn't live there. This is Walker Hall. Walker Hall is where safety and security is. And also, if we need to quarantine because of the COVID-19 virus, the 3rd floor of that is going to be the quarantine floor. Otherwise, it's empty except for facilities and Millikin Public Safety. And then down here on the end is Blackburn Hall. Blackburn Hall is a dorm that you could be in. It's all females. It's a typical freshman dorm with the bathroom down the end of the hall, and everybody walks down to the bathroom and walks back, so they pass open doors, and it tends to be really social because that's the format of the dorm. This is WEC Hall. Millikin has 3 dorms, WEC Hall, New Hall 3, and New Hall 4. And they're all right here in the same area of campus, and all of them look like this one. WEC Hall and the new halls all are suite style living. The rooms are not quite as big as Dolson Hall, but it's the same living format. You have a room of 2 girls and another room of 2 girls, and the 4 of those girls share one bathroom. And there will be males in other suites on the floor and females in other suites on the floor, but each suite is just one gender, so your suite would only be females. It tends to be a little more social than Dolson Hall is. It doesn't have the walk-in closets, and the ceilings aren't as high, and the rooms are a little smaller, but there's a little better social atmosphere over here than there is in Dolson. Dolson tends to be quieter and I don't know, just a little more private. This tends to be a little more social. This is the Woods Apartments. Millikin sophomores and juniors live in the Woods. Sarah Bingenheimer, who is one of our captains, currently lives in the Woods, and she is going to give you a demonstration and, you know, tell you, just show you what her apartment looks like and tell you about life in the Woods. Freshmen actually live in a dorm. Sophomores and juniors live here. And then your senior year, you have the option to continue in the Woods at 50% cost or to move off campus. There's actually 13 apartment buildings, and it's really nice.
So this is the apartment that sophomores and juniors live in at Millikin. It comes fully furnished with the couch, table, TV comes with the apartment. So you walk in straight to the living room, and then you move your way towards the kitchen. Kitchen also comes with the fridge, oven, dishwasher, and microwave. Lots of storage space in the cabinets. The apartment also comes with a washer and a dryer in each apartment. And each apartment has 4 people that can live in it. So you walk back this way to the bathrooms. Each person gets their own sink. And 2 people share one bathroom, one shower, one toilet. And this is what a typical room looks like. Each person gets their own room. Comes with a queen size bed, dresser, and a desk, as well as a closet. So the apartment has 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Everybody gets their own sink and everyone gets their own bedroom. So if you walk across to the other side, you have another bathroom with 2 sinks, another toilet and another shower, and 2 more bedrooms back here. This is what another bedroom looks like, and closet as well. The apartment comes with Wi-Fi in every apartment, and that is what a typical Woods apartment looks like.
Thank you for watching our video. I'm sorry that you can't come to visit right now, but we're going to look forward to having you on campus when things clear up with the virus. And until then, go Big Blue!